and welcome to your first Tigerfeed newscast. My name is Vikash Ayapid.
I am Patrick Lawson, and we are going to tell you about the breaking news in and around Pete Junior High.
Okay, let's take a look at some of our big events. Thanksgiving is coming around the corner. Don't forget to send in your selfies by November 20th. Thanksgiving selfies.
First off, there was a tornado that touched down yesterday evening, as most of you are aware. What happened is the National Weather Service has confirmed that some farm damage has occurred. Back to you.
Okay, now let's take a look at our sports debates.
Hello, I'm Calista Mole, and welcome to Tigerfeed's Tiger Take. And today we have our two sports debaters, Noah Miller and Cedric Reagan. Okay, did the Colts win over the Broncos turn around the Colts season?
You know, it might. When I say it might, the Colts had some fatal flaws that I saw in that game, and the Broncos didn't play a very good game. It was just not quality performance, in my opinion. And what I mean is that Indianapolis got almost twice as much first downs as the Broncos did. The Broncos made 16 first downs. The Colts made 27. But yeah, what was the score of that game? I forget. It was close. I remember that. And if you that's almost, the Colts obviously were moving the ball, but they obviously could not get that into a score. And I think that's a weakness that the Colts are going to have to patch up. And another thing is, the Colts made 365 yards in that game. The Broncos made 305 yards. But yet again, they came to a close to even scores. So those were weaknesses I saw in the Colts. And if they're going to win through the rest of the season, they're gonna have to patch those up. Noah, what do you think on that?
So the Colts are sitting at 4-5 after this victory. They also had close losses against New Orleans, Carolina, New England. And they're heading into their bye week, and even though their quarterback is injured, they have a proven backup who can win games despite he's been in the league 20 years. They only have two teams left on their schedule above 500. The Falcons, who dropped two of their last three, and the Steelers, who have two of their biggest playmakers on offense out. They also have each team in their division one more time. I think there's a chance the Colts have a good chance of making the playoffs.
The question is, though, the thing I really think that's going to weigh down this Colts season is if they keep up, because obviously they had trouble scoring. You know, they were able to move the ball midfield. They obviously had trouble scoring when they got to the 40, the 30, the 20-yard line. And do you think that the Falcons and the Steelers are going to be able to expose that weakness? And because do you think that they're going to be able to just, move that ball every possession? They're going to be able to take it in field goal, even better, a touchdown. I think that's what you're going to have to do to beat the Colts, and that's how the Colts are going to lose.
Yeah, I agree. The Saints don't have a very good defense. Many people thought the Colts would score a lot of points, but they only got 21 on them.
Yes,
And they struggled at the beginning of the season when they had the Jets, the Bills, teams that everyone thought the Colts could easily beat, but ended up losing to, so...
The Colts are just at an unstable foundation right now, to me. That's what I think on them.
Okay, and I hate to cut you guys off, but we are running out of time today. So that will be all for our debate. Thanks for tuning in.
Okay, so let's talk about the presidential elections. We have a lot of candidates running for the 2016 presidential election. We have businessman Donald Trump from New York, former U.S. Secretary Rick Sanderman from Pennsylvania, U.S. Senator Mark Rainbow from Florida, U.S. Senator Rand Paul from Kentucky, former Governor George Pataki, New York, and we have Governor John Kasich from Ohio, and then we have Governor Bobby Jindal from Louisiana, former Arkansas Governor Mike Huckabee, U.S. Senator Lindsey Graham from South Carolina, former Governor Jim Gilmore from Virginia, businesswoman Carly Fiorina from Virginia, U.S. Senator Ted Cruz from Texas, Governor Chris Christie from New York, New Jersey, Dr. Ben Carson from Florida, and former Governor Jeb Bush from Florida. This is the Republican Party. Now, the Democratic Party, U.S. Senator Bernie Sanders from Vermont, and former Governor Martin O'Malley from Maryland, and former U.S. Secretary of State Hillary Clinton, New York. Those are all the presidential candidates for 2016.
Over in Russia, the Russians have accused the U.S. of hijacking the preparations for Syria talks, when really it was Russia. Russia has also armed themselves with a nuclear torpedo, and they have recently talked about it on public news.
Well, that's all the news we have. Is there anything else you want to say?
Here's a fun fact for the Pete School to hear. If you were to remove all of the empty space from the atoms that make up every human on Earth, the mass will be able to take up the size of an apple.
Well, thank you for watching, and this is Pete Junior High's Tigerfeed Newscast.
With Vikash Ayapin and Patrick Noah.